This is a load or a staging area. Okay, for a company. ठीक है? तुम अगर इसको देखते हो, ये तो इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम नजर आ सकती है? ये 2.5 घंटे ले रहा है. इट इज टेकिंग more than 1.5 hours. बताओ, what could be the problem? सोचो. So the first issue is that there is a full load here. मतलब each night the system extracts the full data. Is it clear? I do not see any time filter here. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. So there is no incremental data. मतलब ये कि suppose because it is reprocessing it. Suppose मैंने 3 रात पहले, 2 रात पहले, suppose I do it 2 nights before. Right. Now yesterday night when it ran, it's processing the entire historical data. Correct. So to speed up the process, the incremental load needs to be enabled. Is it correct? Yes or no? Rohit, Ritesh, बताओ.
हाँ सर. Yes, sir.
Correct. So if I'm now going to be typing the strategy for it, right? So now steps to speed up the bottleneck queries. A. First step is enable the incremental load, data load. Now, for the incremental data load, we need the incremental extraction by timestamps, right? So either we will extract the data or the source tables should have a composite key. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Beta, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ये क्या हुआ? So if I take this, so now he's putting it up here, he's inserting it here, declare build type, set build type equal to inbuild. He's declared, now he's created a temporary table here. Right, a temporary table has been created by the developer here. Select d.service case when this. So what you would do is, now suppose I take this portion of the code. Is it clear? So our step one is going to be the, so first is going to be the extract the data into staging area. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. Let's remove this. We start with this. Is it clear?
Yes.
So now what is D? D is emergency underscore bill. Let's assume this is the case, right? Which are the columns being used? This. So first step is going to be the staging area creation. Right. So in the staging area, we will get the required columns that shall be processed each night. ये समझ में आया कि नहीं आया?
हाँ सर.
So I'll create a say a procedure sp underscore stage underscore emergency as begin. Is it clear? And then with ct1 as. Okay, now this will be truncate and delete from the last load timestamp. So I will pick up select service ID. Now you pick up each, then item ID, then item name, then item name. Because this is going in the nightly load, right? So I'll do an incremental extract. Now at ERP ID, I do not know what it is, but at ERP ID, I need to check. I think it's a global variable, local variable. I'll just get back to this. Then package ID, ये हुआ. Is it correct? Then final amount. इसको तो तुम बेटा ऐसे का ऐसे ही ले लो. This is rounded off the final amount to the places of 2, which is perfectly fine. So I pick this up. Correct. Now this is a business logic. So this I will not extract it. I will not do it in the staging area. Again, this is a business logic. This I will extract it later on. Then is null, इसको तो straight ले लो. Then is null d dot bill quantity as quantity, इसको भी straight ले लो. ये हो गया कि नहीं हो गया? Correct? है ना बेटा? So you picked it up straight. Then D हटा दो अभी के लिए. We don't need D. Then order ID लोगे तुम. Then डॉक्टर आईडी लोगे, देन बैच आईडी लोगे, देन HSP लोकेशन आईडी लोगे, I can add this ER to ER as directly. His client has added it, so this thing is there. ER to ER as flag. Okay, fine. Now from this is ये हो गई तुम्हारी, this is the table name. Is this clear? ये समझ में आया बेटा तुम्हें कि नहीं आया?
हाँ सर.
Correct. Now here I need to check up what is the composite key. So the client has to inform me. So from D underscore where now let me assume the composite key is the package ID and the item ID and the service ID. यही होंगे basically. Package ID, item ID and order ID. It could be one of these. Doctor ID भी हो सकता है. Let me check which is the one. So in order to do this, now your concepts will come in. That you know what you would be doing here is select row underscore number over order by, right? In order to find the composite key, in order to find the composite key in the underscore emergency bill. Right. So what you would do is select this over order by, and whichever are your candidate keys for this thing. So let's assume this item ID. Yeah, item ID हो गया, right? Then order ID, doctor ID, batch ID, HSP location ID. Let's assume that this is my set is my composite key. This is clear? Yes or no?
Yes,
as row underscore num1, because I will not show you the data. That I will not show you. Comma star from the underscore emergency bill. Then CT2 as select star from CT1 where row underscore num1 is greater than 1. Is it correct? Yes or no? Select star from CT2. So if your CT2 is blank, right? Because there is no timestamp here. He's not pulled a timestamp. So because in this D underscore emergency bill, so in order to find out, so one way would be for incremental extract. One way could be that D underscore emergency bill has a timestamp. तो मैं सीधा कर लूंगा. Then I will get it straight away. Then I'll get an incremental extract straight away. Yes or no? अरे बोलो बेटा.
हाँ सर.
फिर तो मैं सीधा ही कर दूंगा ना, because I will bring in this load timestamp. So I will pick up say a timestamp here and then I'll say where my timestamp in the staging table is more than is less than equal to what is it here. ये समझ में आया कि नहीं आया?
हाँ सर।
क्योंकि वो उतनी प्रोसेसिंग नहीं करेगा ना वो. It will simply get only what is required to be processed. Yes or no?
यस सर।
बेटा एक मिनट रुको. समझ में आया? So where either we will pick up with the timestamp or with the composite key. Is it clear? अगर टाइम स्टैम्प है तो सबसे इजी है, नहीं तो we'll have to pick it up based on the composite key. Is it clear?
यस सर।
तो उससे सबसे पहले we'll have to find out that what are the composite keys for the various tables. क्योंकि मैं पूरा का पूरा तो करूंगा नहीं. I will not process the entire data. I will process only whatever has been processed say 2 days before. I will exclude that. I will get only the incremental extract. Then put it into the staging table and then do the processing. Is this clear?
यस सर।
बेटा क्लियर है कि नहीं है?
हाँ सर क्लियर है।
Okay. So now if I need to do it by the composite key, then let's assume that I have this. So I basically what I do is select star into state underscore d underscore emergency bill. बेटा इसमें वो कैसे होता था? From CT1, if I don't want to create the table, उसमें कौन सी स्टेटमेंट लगती थी? इसमें एक स्टेटमेंट लगती थी ना, I want to create a table in SQL Server, select star into and not insert any data. ये था ना उसका. इसका एक टिपिकल वो आता था, I want to create a table wherein I don't insert any data. Just once again. So in order to create this table where I would say is where 1 is equal to 2, ऐसे कर दूंगा मैं कुछ. ठीक है ना? तो ये टेबल बन जाएगी. तो समझ में आया? ये मतलब क्या हो गया? 1 is equal to 1 तो क्या हो गया? 1 is equal to 2 तो फॉल्स कंडीशन, तो पर टेबल बन जाएगी विदाउट एनी डेटा. ये तुम्हें समझ में आया रितेश?
हाँ सर।
नहीं आया?
आया सर, हमेशा
यहाँ तक
पॉलिसी
समझ
देगा
गए?
वो। हाँ सर।
अच्छा. So then ये बेटा ये बेटा ये बेटा ये बेटा. So what are the composite keys for the various tables? That will be the first prerequisite. So it is going to be for crashing the query execution time. Just 1 second. First, we will need to know that what are the composite keys for various tables. Okay. Do the tables have a timestamp for an incremental data load? Is it clear? Second is that at what frequency can the incremental extract be done? Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया बेटा कि नहीं आया?
हाँ सर.
हाँ? ये इधर आया कि नहीं आया? So from where 1 is equal to 2 and so if this C2 is, then the composite keys are the ones as in the row underscore number. Clear है कि नहीं है?
हाँ सर.
ये composite key हो जाएगा. Then the possible composite key. Right. तो अभी मैं 1 मिनट के लिए रोक लेता हूं इसको.